Anything that softens your heart is valuable and meaningful, dear one, for all human beings. And there are many things available to you, all of the time. Can be as straightforward as standing in the sun for 2 minutes, allowing yourself to take a rest, giving yourself a gift of something you deeply enjoy, even if it's just a hot drink you really like. Pets, of course, when they are joyful. Children, friends, family, when they are joyful. Appreciation of beauty. Music that sings to your heart. Many things available to all of you in so many different forms to help soften your hearts. And the more you allow yourself to surrender into these moments of heart softening, the more you can hear your heart speak to you, and the more your heart can hear Spirit speak to it. It is time to step into a new mode of living, dear one where your heart takes the lead. You have been taught and taught yourself for a very long time that your heart is a fickle thing. It wants what it can't get, and it wants what isn't good for you. It doesn't understand the practical needs of living. And that those who indulge their heart end up in a dramatic story, like Romeo and Juliet dying for love. Now this isn't true. That is not the heart. That is a desire for aliveness, for experience, for feeling, that gets expressed in an intense manner. But this is not true for most of you, unless you have completely suppressed your ability to feel, and you need anything whatsoever, to help shake you awake. For most of you, your heart's desires are in line with your own well-being. It is just that sometimes you misunderstand what is in line with your own well-being. You might think that piece of cake that you have been obsessing over and denying yourself for so long is not in line with your own well-being, and yet your heart can think of nothing else. And you are afraid that if you allow it one piece of cake, it won't stop there, and it will demand a piece of cake every single day. And once you give in, you won't be able to stop it again, and it will be cake after cake after cake. But your heart knows very well what is in line with your well-being. And there are times in your life when letting go of such a tight grip on control is much more meaningful for your well-being than denying yourself any form of pleasure whatsoever. Your heart knows. Your heart also deeply knows that too much sugar, a lack of energy, lack of ability to focus, It's not in line with your well-being. And very soon, if you start listening to your heart, but you have learned how to let go of your tight grip on control, your heart doesn't long for cake anymore. It's a strange thing. It longs for a walk by the sea, the feeling of nature under its feet. How blessed are you not, if you are able to live by the sea and walk barefoot on the sand. How rare the opportunities in the city to easily walk bare feet on the earth. Your heart is not a fickle thing. Your heart is filled with immense deep wisdom, way beyond that which the mind and society has tried to cultivate. There's a difference between ego desire coming from a place that is unbalanced, a place of feeling not enough, unloved, unvalued, unseen, which many of you often calls the heart's desire, and a heart whispering to you. And to hear your heart whispering to you, you need to make space to become still. Often, regularly, all the time, every day. 5 minutes a day might be enough. 5 minutes every second day might be enough. If you have not allowed yourself to sit in stillness with your heart, set a time. It will help to know how long to be with yourself. Set a timer. And let yourself be present in your own stillness with your own self. You will most likely not hear a voice speaking to you clearly in those moments of stillness, telling you, you desire to be more free. And to be more free, you now need to quit your job and start living off the land. Doesn't work like that, dear one. You will hear nothing in those moments, especially when you only start out. You will hear nothing. And the purpose of this exercise is not to find clear answers for all the problems in your life, no. The purpose of this exercise is to become quiet with yourself. Breathe. Enjoy the stillness. Enjoy just being present with yourself. Know that all your troubles and your worries are still there, but for a moment you can leave them by the door. Just one short moment, 5 minutes that you actually time with a timer. And as you keep on giving this permission regularly, as you keep on creating this space for stillness with yourself, mind will never be quiet, but no big chatter required here. No big questions brought, no answers looked for. Just a gentle, easy stillness with yourself. And as you do this more and more often, you will give permission for your heart to speak out in other periods and times in your life. This becoming still gives your heart permission to speak up in your life. When you listen in those moments, when you hear it speak in those moments or not, when you know what it's asking for and how to respond to it or not, that is a different conversation. Do not have to solve it all immediately in this one moment. Allow yourself the stillness. Allow yourself the beauty of it. And allow yourself to declare yourself willing to trust your heart's wisdom and to be willing to start listening to your heart's desires. The rest, dear one, will fall into place naturally, organically, all by itself over time. All of this from a mere 5 minutes of stillness every single day. We love you deeply. We look forward to having more conversations of this kind with you often. We are your guides and teachers. On the side of the veil you did not know you were able to see. We love you deeply, and so it is.